You know, every massive leap in human civilization starts with a completely audacious dream, a vision that challenges our limits and fundamentally rewrites how society operates. Today, we're diving into a breathtaking explainer on India's visionary 2040 project, the KIRND Global Innovation City, or KGIC for short. And let me tell you, this isn't just another university campus or a mega lab. It's a comprehensive blueprint for an entire city where artificial intelligence, aerospace, and cutting-edge medicine literally share the same streets.
So, seriously, think about this for a second. What if an entire city was built from the ground up purely to invent the future? Will humanity's next massive breakthroughs happen in isolated labs scattered across the globe? Or will they be born in a synchronized, purpose-built ecosystem where the brightest minds collaborate side by side?
Here's our quick roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll look at a world in crisis. Second, the 100-acre master plan. Third, the 19 pillars of innovation. Fourth, the engine of tomorrow. And finally, a sustainable global future.
Let's jump right into part one, a world in crisis, and humanity's greatest challenges. We're talking about cancer, climate change, massive food insecurity, antibiotic resistance, crippling semiconductor shortages, and energy crises. Our species is facing an interconnected web of challenges unlike anything in human history. And the absolute key takeaway here is that isolated, incremental solutions, they just aren't going to cut it anymore. Surviving these existential threats requires a massive, fiercely coordinated innovation ecosystem.
Which brings us to part two, the 100-acre master plan and designing a solution.
Historically, great innovation hubs have completely transformed their host nations. America obviously had Silicon Valley, Singapore skyrocketed with Biopolis, and Saudi Arabia took a massive leap forward with KAUST. KGIC aims to be exactly that kind of transformative force for India and, honestly, the world. It's about building the next true global epicenter of discovery. Now, the sheer scale of this plan is absolutely critical. 100 acres. To put that into perspective, you're looking at an area roughly the size of 75 American football fields. Imagine a physical space that massive where every single building, laboratory, and street is a total blank slate, engineered from day one entirely for human ingenuity. And built upon that massive footprint are 19 distinct strategic pillars. But here's the thing, these aren't just siloed academic departments. They are highly specialized zones designed to physically force brilliant minds from completely different scientific disciplines to cross paths and collaborate. It's like a giant intellectual collision engine. All this physical infrastructure translates directly into serious human impact. The Blueprint project's creating 25,000 high-level direct jobs. Just picture a bustling, vibrant community of the world's top scientists, engineers, and creators, aggressively pushing the boundaries of what's possible every single day. But the ripple effect goes way, way beyond the laboratory doors. The master plan actually projects a staggering 200,000 broader economic opportunities. A concentrated hub of this magnitude generates massive secondary economies, from booming startup ecosystems right down to specialized support services.
Okay, let's move into Section 3. The 19 pillars of innovation, and how these clusters of discovery actually work.
To really wrap our heads around the epic scope of KGIC, it helps to categorize these 19 pillars into interconnected ecosystems. We've got life sciences, handling things like cancer therapeutics and biomedicine. Then there's tech and engineering, housing AI, semiconductors, and aerospace. And finally, sustainability and deep tech, driving clean energy, quantum computing, and the startup ecosystem. The real magic here is proximity. When these radically different fields exist side by side, ideas bleed over and spark those unprecedented aha moments. Let's drill down into life sciences for a minute. Imagine an entire sector of a city dedicated entirely to targeting tumors and conducting advanced GLP toxicology. And if you're wondering, GLP is that rigorous, gold standard safety testing required before any drug ever reaches a human trial. We're talking about utilizing AI-driven molecular design and automated biomanufacturing to completely revolutionize your future healthcare. Right next door, intelligence literally becomes infrastructure. The tech and compute pillar houses mind-bending quantum tech labs and AI supercomputing clusters. It's also home to semiconductor clean rooms utilizing EUV lithography, which is that wild process that uses extreme ultraviolet lasers to carve microscopic circuits into microchips. This is quite literally where they will fabricate the hardware powering tomorrow's reality. Then, pushing the absolute limits of physics, we have the aerospace and robotics pillar. Picture this, testing next-generation hypersonic jet engine concepts in advanced wind tunnels, right down the street from facilities developing autonomous drones and humanoid robots. KGIC isn't just researching the future, it is actively building the machines that will navigate it.
Moving on to Section 4, the engine of tomorrow and the crucial concept of sustainable economics.
Because let's be real, utopian visions only survive if the math actually works. To ensure long-term valuation and survival, KGIC is fueled by 6 highly diversified revenue streams: research, healthcare, education, manufacturing, artificial intelligence, and intellectual property. This is definitely not some massive sunk cost experiment. It's cleverly structured to sustain itself by generating tangible global value.
And KGIC isn't a walled garden either. It's designed to plug directly into the global grid. The framework proposes closely aligning with national government technology missions, fostering massive international university collaborations, and fueling a dynamic startup venture capital ecosystem. True innovation requires borderless, multinational partnerships, and that concept is engineered right into the city's DNA. Finally, we arrive at Section 5, a sustainable global future and building a net zero city.
Because inventing the future doesn't mean much if we ruin the planet in the process, right? The entire city operates as a cutting-edge green blueprint. It utilizes a strict net zero framework powered by sprawling solar energy fields and advanced hydrogen systems. It incorporates smart water systems and lush biodiversity parks. It's a living proof of concept that massive technological advancement does not have to come at the expense of the Earth. And it's backed by serious ethical governance initiatives to make sure it stays that way.
The visionary architects behind this master plan summarize their incredible ambition with one really powerful thought. This is not merely a city. It is a vision. It is a movement. It is the future. KGIC represents a massive, audacious attempt to build a place where hard science truly meets humanity.
Which brings me to one final, very important question for you. When this future civilization fully emerges, what role will you play in it? If this 100-acre master plan really does become the absolute epicenter of global innovation by 2040, how is it going to change your industry, how will it change your life, and how will you be a part of it? Thanks for diving into this explainer with me.